Hey everyone. Whew, it is really windy today, but the weather is warming up, and that's always good. It was like 60-ish today, so I think I might start running outside again. Anyway, I wanted to continue with the little series I was doing on discrimination and uh, different types of discrimination and why they exist. So today I wanted to talk about basically like gender identity and sexual orientation discrimination. So basically, you can be either straight, which is you're sexually attracted to the opposite sex, or you can be homosexual, gay for men and lesbian for females. The males will be attracted to other males, and then the females will be attracted to other females. And then there are other groups where you can be asexual, where you don't feel any sexuality, and you can go your entire life without having that type of sexual connection with anyone. Also, you can be so many different ones. You can be transgendered, where basically you are born into a certain body of a sex that you don't want to associate yourself with. Okay, so that's probably not the right way to explain it. You are born a man, say, and you feel better as a woman, so you can either dress like a woman, or take it a step further, take hormones, grow some breasts. And for the people that go all the way, they can have a surgery to remove their genitals and alter that and change that. Same goes for boys, or women that are born women that would like to become a man. You can have a trans man as well, where they basically take hormones and they start gaining manly features. These people, the people that are not straight per se, are the ones that are getting discriminated against, because that's not what the majority of people do. This probably stemmed from very long ago, because we see homosexuality in nature. Animals do have homosexual tendencies and will interact sexually with the same sex. But a reason why humans, most people that discriminate against people that are different from them, they lack the understanding, because they're receiving information about how to treat people from either a holy book or just they were raised that way. The thing is, homosexuality is a natural thing. There have been studies done, and they are trying to link it genetically, but there's strong evidence that it is. Say you have a woman that has several males, one after another, bears these children. These males, as it goes further down the line, are more likely to be homosexual when they leave the womb, and the scientists say that this is because the woman treats the male baby. It starts to treat it as like a foreign type of body, even though it's growing this baby itself, and it tries to counteract the testosterone levels with estrogen. Now, I've never done this test, but I mean that's just one thing I've heard. You can't really believe everything you hear, but you just take in what you know, what you hear, and then you decide what you seems to be true, and then that's how you learn. How can you really know if anything is true? So always take everything that anyone says with a grain of salt. You should do your own research. But that's just an observation that I've heard, and it would make sense that homosexuality would be a genetic possibility. It's just something that can happen. It's not this unnatural thing that a lot of people say that needs to be dealt with or gotten rid of. There's holy books that demonize homosexuality and other sexual behaviors, but that could partially be because back in the olden days, when they were creating religions and defining what their morality would be, which was always corrupt, by the way, because they always had an agenda, some people believe that they included that the homosexuality into the rules of banished practices because if you're both basically you can't have a child if you're with the same sex. You can't create a baby, and that's not very beneficial evolutionarily. Just like eating your own people, cannibalism is also not very good evolutionarily. But now that we have a significant population, we can do away with those sentiments. We don't need to have every couple be a man and a woman. There's no like super sanctity with that type of relationship. You can have a relationship with a man and a man. They can adopt now. How is a gay couple adopting a child worse than having them go be miserable with a female and make more babies and have even more children in the world? There are a lot of kids that need to be adopted because sometimes things don't work out, and in this society we give people the option to put their children that they have that they don't want up for adoption, or that they can't. You can even want it, but if you can't afford it or handle it, that's an option that we now have in society for people that have these babies. So I just wanted to get that out there. That's probably why some people, why the Bible, for example, has anti-homosexuality passages. But they also have so many different other ridiculous anti-passages. Just a bunch of rules that don't really make any sense and are outdated. But a lot of the discrimination for homosexuality probably stemmed from initially the need for people to actually breed and increase our population, giving humanity a better chance to survive and become the dominant creatures that we are today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.